Welcome back to Mets Nets Jets Deep podcast, coming to you July 21st on a Tuesday. We have some time now. It's not like how it was last week where they threw Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. They're building up for this Whittaker Till bout that's about to go down. I'm not going to be breaking that down today, but I will be breaking down the prelim card in this video because this card has 15 freaking fights. Dang, UFC. Come on, Dana. Cut me some slack, man. I got to break all this down. But luckily, I had some time to do it. And we're going to get right into it because this could be a long video. And I don't want it to be a long video because it takes longer to load because I don't got great internet. Got that cheap shit. So, let's hop into this. We got Nathaniel the Prospect Wood going up against John Sexy Mexi Castaneda. Nathaniel Wood coming in. He's already been in the UFC. He's currently 3-1 in the UFC. Fought good competition. Was the champion of Cage Warriors. Just lost to John Dodson. Tough loss. But he's faced better opponents. John Castaneda, this is going to be his rookie debut in the UFC. Decent kickboxer. Very raw, talented. Mixes his strikes, occasionally takes down, but Nathaniel Wood is well-rounded on both sides and has faced better grapplers and better strikers. And looking at this, he's lost to his last three in combate. Like, this is, I guess, trying to set up Nathaniel Wood just for a win, and he just moves on. Handle your business. But I definitely see a knockout in this fight. So you can take this minus 455 if you want to. Add in the parlays. A lot of high totals on this card. You can clearly see the talent against the non-talented. Maybe Nathaniel Wood gets clipped some way, but I don't see it. I think I've seen enough in his kickboxing and his leg kicking, which is on a whole nother level. And I think that's going to really hurt Castaneda, slow him down, and get him away from his game. So we're hopping on Nathaniel Wood in that minus 455 and making it. You want to go not in the distance. Let's see. See, this might make the. See, it's not coming up right now. So when they like to choose it closer, they're gonna add it. Let me see winning methods. You can choose it. They didn't put it all up yet. So when it gets closer to the date, probably Friday or Thursday, they're gonna have more options for each of these fights, because that's what usually happens. It tends to, they just give you the basics. But this fight should definitely end within, probably round 2 or 3. Okay. Next fight, we got Ramazan Emeev going up against Nicolas Stolze, the German fighter right here. We got a Russian against a German. Emeev, decent record, 2-1 currently in the UFC. The height advantage goes to Nicolas Stolze, and I don't have his reach. But Emeev is a low output striker. He tends to 2 or it's 1.5 to 2 significant strikes per round. It's not that much. He got outclassed by he gets outclassed by better strikers. If you look at his fights, his last fight against Anthony Rocco Martin, I believe, was a stand-up fight. He really doesn't tend to take people down, which is going to be good for Nicolas Stolze. I did see some takedown defense from Stolze from the video that I did watch in the fighting program that he was in. If we go to him over here, the green mask, Nicolas Stolze. I did see some good takedown finish, just in case Emeev comes out and wants to grapple with him. But he's Dagestani, and they know how to grapple. They're good grapplers. So I'm happy that I did see some takedown defense. But on the striking side, Stolze is better than me. He's gonna put out way more output. He moves very well in the circular motion around the cage. Throws a lot of leg kicks, which is a key point for me because Emeev puts all his weight on his lead foot. And if he keeps chopping at that leg, Emeev's going to go down. He's going to feel it. And he's going to be tentative. And I think this newcomer, first fight in the UFC, can take advantage of Ameev, who I haven't really seen much out of him. Even though he has 2 UFC wins, it's not impressive. It doesn't blow me away. I think Stolze can come out. This is an underdog right here. Can come out and shake it up already early in this card. And you can get Stolze at plus 275 if you want. I'll throw a little money on him. It's not a guarantee. Okay, he's not a guarantee because this, like I said, you got a veteran, not a veteran. You got someone that's been in the UFC against someone's first time comer. Stolze's he's skinnier but taller, but I like the way he strikes, and he's going to be more active than Ameev. Ameev just sits there and waits for his punch, but he's not that explosive. So I feel like Stolze can pull this one out. Okay. Next fight. And no way I'm putting money on Ameev. I'm not. I don't trust him that much. Even the fact that I'm even considering the underdog is not what I've seen. It wasn't enough. Okay. Next we have Beth Correa going up against Pane Kianzad. Beth Correa is old. How old is she now? Jesus. She's the underdog. Granted, 37 years old, 5'5". So Kianzad, out of Ultimate Fighter, was in that series, has the height advantage and the reach advantage. Correa's a UFC veteran, comes in with 1 win, 2 losses, and a draw since 2017, if you look at her record right here. So she's been struggling at this older age. And then every time she faces top competition, she gets cracked. So that Sijara Eubanks decision could have went Eubanks' way, definitely, the way that 3rd round went. She got destroyed by Holly Holm. And she gets too cocky, I guess, since she's old and she doesn't care. Like, she can just do whatever she wants. She's on antagonizing the people. And in the very next second that she antagonizes the opponent, she gets cracked. You know how embarrassing that is? Like, yeah, come on, bring it. And then you get knocked out. Like, what are you doing? That's not good video. That's funny for me. I'll watch it. Please, do it again. Do it against Penny, please. Raquel Pennington, good competition. You got destroyed. Ronda Rousey, you got starstruck, and you didn't even put up a fight. You just got punched around. I like to avoid women's fights because they're just very, very random, and that's not nowhere near a safe bet. But if I did choose her in like a whatever parlay, I would choose Penny. I would definitely choose Penny Kianzad. Lost to Julia Avila and bounced back against Jessica Rose Clark. You face some good competition, especially Macy Chiasson in Ultimate Fighter, despite the fact that you lost. But you are the younger fighter, and I like what she provides in this. And she's used to fighting 145 pounders. I think this bout is at 135. Let me go back to double check that, because this is a bantamweight. Yeah, it's at 135. So you got the bigger girl in Kianzad going up against Correa, who's the smaller girl, and she should be able to out-wrestle you, which she likes to do. So give me Kianzad. Next fight, we have Rafael Pessoa going up against Tanner Boser. And what you're going to realize in some of these fights is that consistency. Active fighters, that's good. They tend to win, and they tend to rank up quicker. It's just good. It's just good to stay active. You're not too far away. That means you're keeping your training camps. You know, you got a little resting time, and you can hop in back into training camp. You're not doing a huge weight cut, which is a huge toll on your body, and it drains fighters out. You're staying very active. You're not that far away from making weight, and it's just good. Like Israel Adesanya, that he does the same thing. He stays active. This is good for fighters. We have Rafael Pessoa going up against Tanner the Bulldozer. Pessoa 1-1 in UFC so far, decent striker, but got destroyed by Cyril Gane. They have the same common opponent. Tanner Boser faced him as well, but Pessoa got cracked, and Boser is just a tough son of a gun and survived those 3 rounds. Lost, but you saw the fight in him, and it was closer than what the heck Pessoa put up. And Boser, we seen him in the card recently against Felipe Lin's knockout in the 1st round. And I see something similar in this one. Unless Pessoa comes, fit. He's usually coming fat and sloppy like Maurice Green. I think he can. This is a great, back-to-back performance. He beat Felipe Lins just a month ago. He's staying fit. He looked cut up for him, for Tanner Boser, and now he's facing Pessoa, which is definitely a fight he can win. I'm on Tanner Boser's side on this. Active fighter, better competition, tough guy, can take a punch. All right, and we're moving on to the 5th fight. We have Movsar Evliov against Mike Grundy. This one is going to be a grapple fest, a wrestling sensation. This is going to be on the mat. And this what it comes down to, pretty much. Because what I saw, Evliov is very wearing on you, wear and tear. He doesn't stop with the takedown. Like Askarov. He's out of M1 fighting. He's 2-0 currently in the UFC. Extreme pressure on the wrestling. Good head movement when it comes for his boxing. Decent combinations, but he's setting up the takedown. He averages 4.5 takedowns a fight. So that's what Mike Grundy's going to have to deal with. Mike Grundy on the other side, I think what he had a fight against Nad Narimani. What is he, 1-0 currently in UFC? I think it's, yeah. Fought Nad Narimani, beat him in the 2nd round easily. He's a very good wrestler as well, coming out of England, which is a surprise because, Americans tend to be better wrestlers than Russians. He's a must stop Evliov's takedowns. Please. And I think you can do it. You're just as good as wrestler as him. And another thing, at a team Kaboom, Liverpool, which is you, Mike Grundy, which is Darren Till, which is Aspinall, who's coming up next. I think this camp is going to destroy this card, and really thumbs up to this. They've been working hard. I've been watching videos on them. They're prepared, and I think Mike Grundy has just enough wrestling as Evliov, and if he stuffs his takedowns, Mike Grundy's better on the feet. Clearly has knockout power. He can put you out. I'm banking on that, on Mike Grundy's takedown defense, and I believe he's an underdog. Let's look at it over here. Mike Grundy, plus 170, minus 2. Yeah, that's a decent underdog. I like Mike Grundy. This is going to be a very close bout, and it's going to be ugly, but I'm leaning closer to the underdog in this one, okay? And this one probably is going to stay within the distance. So when it gets closer to Thursday, Friday, instead of choosing a dude, pick in the distance. All right. Had to take a break. That was refreshing. All right, we're gonna hop back into this next fight. Jake Collier against Tom Aspinall, the guy I was just talking about. Jake Collier, a UFC veteran, but has not fought since 2017. And that is a problem. And if you watch my videos, you would know that people with layoffs don't tend to do well. And that's because you haven't been an active fighter. You've been out of the game. Have you stayed in shape? All these question marks come to pop up. 2017 was your last fight, bro. No. We're not doing this. You're moving up in weight class. You're used to fighting 200-pounders. You got to fight a 254 dude. You got to put on 40 pounds. And he's been used to fighting like 250, 260 all his career. Aspinall is very, very aggressive boxer. Great footwork at the heavyweight level. Big, has huge KO power. And he's been training with Darren Till. Like I said, this is that camp. It's that team Calban. I don't know how you freaking say it. But they're all in the same group right there. You see it right there. Liverpool. Okay? He's got a great training partner. These guys are ready, man. Grundy, Till, Aspinall. That's going to be a freaking parlay for me. It's going to be the Liverpool parlay. That's what I'm going to do. But they've been staying active. Last fight was 2019. Was supposed to fight Collier earlier this year. Got canceled. Well, I think this was all COVID. and then was supposed to fight Pessoa. He was going to win that one, and that got canceled. Now back to Jay Collier. Hasn't fought in 3 years. We're going with Tom Aspinall. Point blank player. That's why he's the favorite. And he's been fighting at that weight class for longer than Jay Collier, who's a journeyman. This one, Nicholas Dalby against Jesse Ronson. This is a gimme fight. You can already tell by the records. Jesse, the body snatcher. I think you'd be catching your own body because you have too many L's. Nicholas Dalby, the locomotive from Denmark. They're about the same age. This guy is very dynamic striker. Great kickboxing. I like the diversity in his attacks. And he's a freaking scrapper. That Ross Houston fight that we got right here was a no contest. If you go to YouTube and watch this fight, it is the most bloodiest fight you would ever see. They called it off because the cuts, which were from the head, knees, and all over the face, it was just too much for the mat. They were slipping all over. It was just a slip and slide. They had to call it off. If they didn't, Nicholas Dalby was going to win anyway, but after getting cracked first, but he bounced back. Dalby, great fight. He has fought better competition than Ronson, Jesse Ronson, who's been in. Let's click on his name. He's been in what is this fight thing? We're going. Yeah, BTC and PFL. Yeah, you lost last two fights in PFL at that level. Like, what do you? No, we're going Nicholas Dalby. And it reflects in the number right here, minus 265. I thought it was going to be bigger. It was bigger. I got to see the movement on that. But Nicholas Dalby should definitely win against Jesse Ronson. This is one of those gimme fights right here. Just handle business, Dalby. You're very talented. You used to be in the UFC. You have UFC experience. You've just been bouncing back and forth. So Cage Warriors, UFC. There you go. See? Earlier in your career, you were in your UFC, have a draw against Darren Till. You fought Zaleski Dos Santos, who's a dynamic striker. You should win this, bro. Hands down. Hands down. Next fight. We got 2 more, okay, in these prelims. There's 9 prelim fights. Got 2 more. I think I hopped through those first 7 pretty quickly. After what I did, research and checked it, I'm just giving you just a little snippet of what I think and then my pick. And we've been doing very well at that. So the next fight, we got Francisco Trinaldo against Jai Herbert or whatever you want to freaking call it. Trinaldo is an old man. At 41 years old, is the shorter fighter. Going against 5'1", Jay, the Black Country Banger. I like that name. Trinaldo, you need to retire. Like, seriously? You can come out here looking like Benavidez, bro. And that's not going to look good. I mean, you put it up. You put a nice, long career together. It was strong. I appreciate it. You know, you won against Bobby Green, but that was in Brazil, in your hometown, granted. This, I think, what I've seen from Jai Herbert, who has outstanding boxing. Very well-rounded, powerful hands, likes to grab around the neck and smash his knees to the head. He's no slouch. He's been waiting in the UFC, getting his opportunity for a while now. He was supposed to have his first fight against Marcia Casey. That got canceled. Now he's going up against Francisco Trinaldo. This is a prospect waiting, okay? This guy's been waiting. Has good BJJ jiu-jitsu. Trains with Leon Edwards. Who's at the top of welterweight. Yeah. But this is a guy that they've been waiting for. He's getting an opportunity against... This is not a gimme. It's a test. You're facing a veteran. But it's something that... Clearly, the age difference and the quickness, and especially the way you set up your 1-2, you should handle this. All right, you should handle this. You won your title in UK. Trinaldo's aging, and Jai Herbert, you're the up and comer. Okay, I'm going with him, the underdog. Let's see if he's the underdog on. Yeah, he's at plus 140. I'm going with him. We got some underdogs here. It's 15 fights. If you think all the favorites are going to win, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Especially with the fact that this is in Abu Dhabi. Especially with the fact that weight cuts are going to be more tougher. And that's going to be another sign. When it comes to Friday morning and people don't show up on weight, that's a sign. They're not ready. We're going to take advantage of that. We're going to hop on that. And then last but not least, the finale of the prelims. I've been waiting for my boy, Khamzat Chimaev, going up against Rhys McKee. This is another freaking gimme fight. There's another gimme fight. Khamzat Chimaev, where you at, bro? Did they even put it up? He's at minus 1,000. I don't need to break this down. I don't. I really don't. If you want to throw some money on McKee, go ahead. But if you saw what Chimaev did, was it a couple weeks ago? This is an unstoppable grappler wrestler, smothering, destroyed John Phillips, and you don't think he's going to handle this little twig? Royce McKee is, granted, 170, but he's just a skinny, tall boy at 6'1". It's just skin and bones. Chimaev handled John Phillips like it was nothing, like it was a toy. Like it was a dog and a little toy. This is a mismatch. And if you want, this sucks. You have to wait until Thursday or Friday, and you got to choose. You got to choose Chimaev in submission. You got to choose something else. You got to add it to it because you're not taking minus 1,000. Or you can add it to a parlay, but it's like it barely gives you maybe $20. I don't know. Depends on how much you put down and what the odds are. Chimaev, easy. From what I've seen, McKee, you got some basic kickboxing, cool. But the way that this kid wrestles and he's staying active, he just fought. He's already in good shape. He just destroyed John. Oh, McKee, you about to lose, my brother. You about to lose. I don't know why you even took this fight. You better be practicing your takedown defense. And when that happens, you better be working on your cardio because it's going to be one after another after another. He sets it up beautifully like you saw against John Phillips. Smashing right kick to the body. And then goes, it's like instantaneous. Before he even throws, right after he throws the kick, he's going for a takedown right away. I've never seen that before. It's just like that. And we're going with Chimaev. So far, just going through. Let me see how many underdogs I got. Wood is a favorite. Cool. So we got one underdog in Stoltz. Dalby is a favorite. Tanner Bowser is a favorite. Second underdog is Mike Grundy. Third underdog is Herbert. And that's it. Aspinall is a favorite. Chimaev is a favorite. So we only got three. Three out of 7. 3 out of, what is it, 7 or 9? 3 out of 9? That's not bad. I think that's, yeah, that's not bad. From what I saw, the 3 guys I picked, 3 guys I picked, they should win. Okay? Be back tomorrow with the breakdown of the main card. Thank you guys for tuning in. This video still went too long. It's at 23 minutes. I'm going to end it right now. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's at the bottom. At the bottom, right down there. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNetJSD.